Welcome to the League
Down Under, a podcast about League of Legends Oceania. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to League Down Under, episode 5. We apologize profusely for bringing the episode out this late, but we've had a bit of a schedule change this week. I, for one, have recently become a checkout chick, and my partner in crime, the Chief's chief, young Eddy Eduardo Fat Cat Sellers, has also feigned interest in being a checkout chick, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, being a girl is good, I guess.
Being a girl is good, and being able to work during the day, that's the main bit, isn't it? Just being able to not work at night. We are the creatures of the night at the moment, and sometimes it just really sucks dick, doesn't it?
It just sucks, dude. I don't know, there's no other way to really put it, it just sucks.
Some nights, like Tuesday nights, not too bad, but like Friday night, Saturday, well, you don't really work Friday night, but Saturday night, it's just like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. As you said, sorry, I don't work Friday, so...
But what we are doing with our lives, Eddie, is we are talking League of Legends, and this week was week 5 of the OPL Split 1 for 2016. Yeah, so we had Helion's take on Avant-Garde, Chiefs take on Infernum, Legacy, Direwolves, and Trident versus Sin. But before that, has anything League-related happened to you this week? Has it just been a quiet week? What's going on with you, buddy?
Pretty quiet. Nothing really to report. I don't know. It's just kind of quiet
chilling.
down. It's just middle of the season.
Yeah,
you know?
that mid-season lull. It's like that, like a couple of months ago in WoW. It's like after you get to that post-patch lull, everything's just kind of settling down and shit. But luckily, we have some hot topic drama and some big games to talk about this week. So yeah, we'll just jump into it, I guess. So this week might be a little bit shorter, just because we've we've been busy, but it's been quiet. I don't know, just sort of like scheduling. Like after I came home from like staying up for 8 hours, I was like, dude, I can't do it. And then you're like, nah, dude, I'll do it tomorrow. And then here we are on Saturday night. As instead of hitting the klebs with the plebs, we're
hitting the klebs
with the plebs, buddy.
The club.
So we're saving money and recording a podcast. Anyway, on to the first game of the week was Helion's and Avant-Garde, aka your ex-mates.
So still my mates. I wouldn't call them ex-mates.
There isn't any bad blood.
No, you made it sound like a ex-girlfriend kind of thing.
Despite what Taylor Swift says, there is no bad blood.
No bad blood. I heard that song at work tonight as well, man.
It's just mad love.
Yeah, I heard it too, buddy.
It's so loud at the moment. It's great.
Yeah,
it's just drowning out. I love how we're not being exposed to like advertising anymore.
Oh yeah, I haven't really noticed that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was talking to Carlos about it.
Oh, about Carlos? Anyway.
Yes, Helion's 2-1.
I mean, I guess it's expected now that AV's gonna lose games.
Yeah, AV. What happened, dude? They're just sort of like
it's just like a lot of stupid shit happened that was probably avoidable, but just didn't end up that way. So. Kind of sucked, but oh well.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. It was just sort of... It just seemed like they didn't want to win, right?
I mean, the first game they did really well. Like, first game was pretty one-sided in Avant's favor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but second and third game, Avant's kind of wised up. Yeah. First game was like a pretty big stomp.
Hang on.
But,
That was when they had like the roster change, wasn't it? That's right. It's coming back.
Yeah, they had Destiny mid for that game.
Yeah, Destiny. That's right. Destiny just shat on people. What was going on there? He was just sort of like.
He told me like before the game like even started. He was like telling me he was like, "Oh, I'm just not gonna like I don't want to feed in this position. Like I'm not gonna take any shit, like." So he just. Played really aggressively and got ahead.
Just decided to be man up and just be like, I'm just going to shit on people.
Pretty much. And I'm pretty sure Cassidy beats Lulu, but by the point where... Because, like, obviously Lulu pretty much beats everything early. I don't think she really loses to anything. But as, like, Cassidy starts to scale, Lulu gets worse and worse. But I think he was, like, too far ahead for it to ever matter for Cass, so he just kind of got or Cookie or Bomb or whoever the mid laner is. I think it's Bomb. Just got kind of run over.
Yeah, just kind of. Wait, who? So who was their ADC in that game? The first one.
For AV, it was
Yeah,
Stark. Or I
that's
know him as
right.
Sansa.
Sansa.
No, dude,
Stark. Yeah,
he used to when
casual
he was a
penta.
sub for us, or like when he was a sub for AV. That guy's been involved with AV for like quite a while, but he used to be a sub, and his name was Sansa, and now
Sansa
his name is
Stark.
Stark.
Attractive
So
redheads.
yeah, he also got a pentakill in that game.
Yeah,
So
dude, the casual wild turtle.
yeah, good on him.
Does that? Is it? I want to. That doesn't mean he's fully on the roster, but it looks good on the resume, doesn't it?
Yeah, first game, first pentakill. I mean, it's kind of against like a bottom tier team or whatever. But actually, Helions are like 4th right now, so I guess they're not really bottom tier.
Well, Helion's a 4th and Trident a 5th, buddy. It's
Trident a 5th, dude. That's pretty nuts.
That's pretty messed up when you consider like their early days.
Yeah,
It's just like I suppose it doesn't really matter how much you lose by. I would almost think there's no tiebreaker in effect at the moment, is there? Like they're gonna. I don't know what the tiebreak rules are. Do you know what the tiebreak rules are?
I want to say I do, but I don't.
Yeah,
the only thing that I do know, which is based on last split because it was relevant to what was happening with my team or like the team that AV, was if you tie with to avoid tiebreakers, what they usually do is if you've you're tied, say AV is like tied with Sin, right? But Sin has 2-0'd AV in the normal season.
Yeah.
If it comes to a point where AV and Sin are tied, then Sin just automatically qualify because they have the 2-0 over.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It sort of goes back to that track record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. But I think also like another way to do it would be maybe count like the points you get for games. So, for example, like wins.
Well, like, dude, there's something interesting about AV is that like they're probably the worst team, but I don't think they've been 2-0'd yet. Like, I think maybe the Legacy game was a 2-0, but like, if you looked at games that AV's actually like won, like I think they're probably over. Like, obviously it's under half, but it's probably like 45% that they've won.
All right, let's see. Week 1, Avant 2-0's Hellions. And then, week 2, Legacy 2-0's Avant-Garde.
Uh-huh.
Week 3, Infernum 2-1's Avant-Garde.
Yeah, so there's the 1.
Yeah, and then, Chiefs 2-1. And then
Helions 2-1.
So they do better over a series, either that or they just cheese them in the first game and then bend over in the other two.
Yeah, so I mean, like if you look purely at games on like a point-by-point system, like AV would be looking not too bad. So
or maybe like win-loss kind of thing. So you have like total. I think that'd be another way to do it. So you calculate the amount of wins you have and take away the losses or whatever. So
yeah, something like that. Like I don't necessarily think Riot will change the way they do it, but I mean it's something that could be done in the future.
If it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Well, that's it.
Yeah, so don't need to fix it, but yeah, it was the Hellions. Those later two games were just sort of. I almost felt like it was the Avant was weaker in the second two games. It was game 2 and game 3 without Mr. Stark getting the Penta and Destiny in the mid lane. It just showed.
Yeah, I mean, well, in game 1 there was like, I think Helions went for like the hard disrespect and they locked like the double scaling top and mid. So
yeah. Just get stomped in the early game. They had their window and just took it.
Mm-hmm. So in the other two games, I know that they didn't pick like this hard scale that takes like 20, 30, 40 minutes to get good. So
which is
they just took it. I mean, Helions probably the better team at this point. Like, let's face it.
Yeah, but I think that's something like it's become quite evident over the past couple of weeks that they're only really good they're really good at team fighting.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, like, still, like, proportionally to the rest of the league, I think Helions, or, like, to the upper echelons of the league, I think Helions still kind of suck, but they do well against the bottom half, and that's
definitely. Yeah, they seem to be, like, a very safe mid-tier team. Like, I don't think they're in any danger of being relegated, but at the same time, they're not going to... They're probably not going to crack finals. Well, they're 4th at the moment. Top 4 goes...
They could, man, because I'm going to pick Trident to make 4th. to tell you the truth.
Whew, I would like to see another week's worth of games before I make that call. Like,
I'll make that call right now
you'll,
because
alright.
I think like just the morale and the confidence swing is just going to carry on. So I'm throwing down the hands here. I'm throwing down the gauntlet, saying that Trident will pull forth.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
be they'll be fourth when you are done.
how did you come up with that on the spot? That was pretty good.
Dude.
That deserves more credit than what I just gave it. That was really good.
You know how we walk around work just like singing songs, and you know if you can hear someone singing, it's probably you or me.
And then you reciprocate.
Yeah. It's sort of like an echo kind of game going on as we walk the aisles of the empty store.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of lyrics, man.
It came to you in a
It just came to me in a Woolworths
worse
fashion.
premonition, yeah.
Dude, that's really what I picked up from working there. It's
Just how to sing.
just how to sing and like insert lyrics here and there. But I think we'll insert another game. See, that wasn't as good as the other bits. But anyway, Chiefs and Infernum.
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0?
Didn't I call it? I'm pretty sure I called it.
Oh, dude, who didn't call that?
Yeah,
Come on.
it's an easy game to call.
Easy game to call.
Easy,
It's like,
easy freeload point pick up.
I think Infernum, I think we're guilty of just like the Chief effect in this game, where they just sort of like knew they were outclassed and then decided to lose because of it, almost.
Yeah, I don't think Infernum practice like at all. I'm pretty sure they just stay in the OPL to like make money. So
They're like that kid in school. They're like me in high school, where you just do the bare minimum and just get
you just wing it on the day.
Yeah, you show up to the test. You always brag about how you don't study for the test, show up and pass, and they're showing up to the OPL and passing and maybe and
pass the OPL.
pass the OPL. Well, basically, you just have to pass relegation, not getting relegated.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's when the boot camp? If what you say is true, is that when the boot camp starts? Like 3 weeks out from relegation. All right, boys, 3 weeks. Gonna play some scrub OCS teams. Yeah, because
I would hope not, because I don't really think that they would have many teams to scrim. Because during that time, there's like that's after the like all the finals and shit. So at the very end of the year, it's kind of
how long is the break? Like, how long did you?
This one was like big. It was like 4 months. This past one, I'm pretty sure the middle of the season isn't as long, but
yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like when you're in school and like
yeah,
halfway between the like because there were 2 terms of school, right? First, second.
There were 4, but there were two
semesters. Sorry,
4 semesters. 2.
No, I'm thinking of uni.
Oh
terms,
yeah,
so
4 terms, 2 semesters.
Yeah, so like halfway between the 2 semesters, the break isn't as long as the end.
Yeah, you only get the 2-week break.
So I mean, it's not too long, but nonetheless, promotion relegation tournament happens after all the finals and shit have been done. So like getting scrims, not gonna be easy.
Not gonna be easy, but then there's all those. I guess all the OCS teams are keen to scrim though. If they
depends, right? Because if you're like you don't want to play against the people that you're gonna verse in the tournament, so people kind of
yeah. I suppose there'd be some sort of like some sort of edge to be had there, because do they get to pick? They don't get to pick who they play, do they? So seventh gets to pick out of the 2.
Yeah, I think it might be 3 actually. Although I'm not sure.
Yeah, so basically the top team gets to pick the first team and so on. So
yeah. So like your placing in OCS is irrelevant except for the prize money, but your placing in OPL lets you determine who you'll play in relegations. So obviously you want that as high as you can be in the OPL, so you don't have to verse Chiefs Black or Abyss Red.
Yeah,
because they're 2 strong looking teams right now in OCS.
Solid. Yeah, it's just sort of. It was nice to see Nautilus in this first game this week though. I'm a big Nautilus proponent.
Yeah, Swiper, I think. Yeah, Swiper.
Yeah, Swiper.
Swiper putting on a clinic in the top lane.
Yeah, dude. That's basically. I think that's what I said to you. Was like your boys put on a clinic this week. It was just like how to win as Chiefs. It was just like it was Mid Beast just sort of laid down. Like they brought up this statistic that on average Mid Beast is down 15 CS by 10 minutes against his opponent.
Yeah, I mean
that's a little bit messed up.
This kind of gets destroyed really in every game ever. So
all right, who's better in mid Beast or Beamer?
Mid-beast.
By how much? If you had to give you a CS
What are we
difference,
saying? Like, I reckon they're probably pretty close actually, because they're probably
we'll give mid beast a 5 CS advantage by 10 minutes.
yeah, mm, yeah, I guess that'd work.
Yeah. So
I mean, they're pretty close. Like, if you just look at them, they're both passive. Like, they don't really do much, but
well, that was the interesting thing with about Destiny in the Hellions Avant one. As you said, he was just aggressive. He just wanted to fight. He just wanted to. It's not like he. It's like he didn't. Not only did he not want to feed, he just didn't want to be a bitch. He just wanted to go in and just kill as many people as he could.
yeah, I mean, well, when you don't give a shit, you just roll with it, right? Like,
Yeah. I think that's the best way to play. Is like
yeah.
that's how I think Carbon plays. Is just he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, or like he gives a shit, but he's like, I'm not gonna let like
He's comfortable.
yeah, like I'm not gonna let nerves kind of dictate my play.
Don't let me. Yeah, don't let
Don't
me play
let me
down.
into my zone or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think Mitch played fine.
Yeah.
Chiefs played great. It was pretty funny.
That second game though, Infensis. Why do I keep saying Infensis? Blake Mitchell, young Zeror played for Infensis, I think, which is.
Oh, is that like a team of his or something?
I don't know if it's a team of his. I think he was part of it or something. Anyway, Infernum, and they have the same 3-letter abbreviation.
Oh, Inf.
Yeah, and it's just sort of.
Yeah.
It sticks to my brain. So every time I go to say Infernum, it's like Infensis. No, Infernum grew a backbone in the second game. Seb on Italy though, he was part of that backbone. And he just sort of. Dude, what do you think of Italy at the moment? Is she like just?
Pretty sure she's like the best.
Like God tier, or
I'm pretty sure she's like the best. I could
S
be wrong.
tier?
Could be wrong because Rumble's like coming out of the woodwork now, but I don't really play
Rumble in the jungle.
Yeah, Rumble in the jungle. Have you not seen
What? No.
I'll show it to you after this. In
Holy
a game.
damn.
We'll play a game and I'll show you.
Alright, dude, that's ridiculous. What are the ganks? I can imagine the level 6 ganks being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Casual out of nowhere.
Like the harpoon slows. So I mean it's not bad.
Yeah.
But you have a speed up with your W, you have a slow with your E, like it's better than some champs. Like, and you just kinda hard farm and just carry, so
Okay, you just sort of like do you gank or you just sort of
yeah,
farm for the jungle?
you can gank, but like your farming is like really good.
I suppose once you get like items and stuff, shit just melts, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really have like a lane to worry about, so you just play in the jungle as Rumble in the jungle.
I had a note here from the second game. Radio shows some of those young mechanics that even though he's old now.
Yeah,
in the second
I mean
game,
it's still best.
Number one ADC at OS.
Yeah, best AD in OS. So, yeah, not much to say. Radio always going to be a solid player, even in the games that he lost to Direwolves or Chiefs lost to Direwolves. He still did like the most damage in the game by far. So
I feel like the only time Raid is going to leave is when OPL just stops.
yeah, I don't know.
He'll be there, man.
It's completely up to him.
He's just been messages saying, "Eddie, dude, I'm tired. I'm jaded. I want to go play. I want to go play Heroes of the Storm for a living."
Jaded. Oh god, Heroes of the Storm, dude. Don't get me started.
Dude, I always found Heroes of the Storm to be like pretty good when I get sick of playing ARAMs. It's like it's a good balance. It's a good medium between playing a normal game in League and playing an ARAM in League. Is a regular game of HOTS.
It's like so weird, man.
Just take all the things that you find hard out, all the things you find hard in League of Legends out of the game, and then you're golden. And that's HOTS. And we'll move on to game number 3 for the week, where the big game, the headlining game of the week, maybe of the season.
The Legend title.
The Legend titles match of Legacy versus Direwolves. So shit was getting real. There was shit talking going back and forth between King and Raze, which is it's good. It's nice to build a narrative.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't actually tell if like they disliked each other or not, or whether it was just like
banter,
kind of messing around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I assume like after the game, they're probably like GG wasn't just like get wrecked, scrub.
Yeah.
My dong is so big.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, like the game 2-0, but didn't really feel like a 2-0, especially that first game. Like,
No,
the second game was a big stomp, but
yeah, the first game was just sort of like that was a long game, and it was going back and forth for a long time. It was just
yeah, typical Oath like throw game. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me there.
Game
It's
of
like
Throws. Just
Game of Throws, yeah.
I think it was like the most high-profile game of the split thus far. Like
That's fine, yeah. I think the Chiefs, like there'll probably be like a Chiefs Legacy one.
yeah. When do you guys have Legacy?
I can actually tell you because
It's
I am a good manager.
it's got to be soon because we're getting around to repeats.
It's not too soon. I think it's in March.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like March 15th.
Oh, that's pretty soon. That's the day before my birthday.
It's like 3 weeks, man.
So yeah, I suppose. How many seasons is the OPL?
2.
Like 2 weeks of the OPL?
2 splits.
No, how many weeks how many weeks in split?
10.
It's like
10
10,
weeks.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. So like 12 plus with finals, or
Yeah. Finals
Yeah.
are in April, I believe.
yeah. For some reason, I had 12 in my mind. This would be pretty close with including. Yeah, so that was really just huge for Legacy to finish 2-0. So now they're the undisputed, currently best team in the OPL. Like
Yeah.
they're 5-0.
Yeah, and I mean, remember how we were talking about how they didn't really verse a team of high caliber just
Yeah.
yet? And they did some Direwolves and they 2-0'd them, so I mean.
The gap, it's getting big, but obviously, I guess we'll see how they go the rest of the season. I guess it's just going to be they're just the team to beat, which is nice to have a new team to beat.
Yeah.
It's
No,
good.
it's
It creates.
I mean, Legacy just seem like super strong right now. I can't really
Caps and
say
Carp
anything
run.
otherwise, Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how Chiefs play against them though. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Just to see, yeah, dude, that'll just be like, get the banners out, get the drums, we're going to war, boys.
Yeah. Chiefs have Direwolves as well. Soon actually. Like
Soon.
quite soon. Yeah.
Just decide the second place on the ladder.
Yeah, so we have Chiefs have Helions on the 23rd and then they have Direwolves on the 29th. So should be good.
Big games. And the last big game of the week, Trident and Sin Gaming. Now, for those of you playing at home, the young BMA is no longer on the roster.
I don't know. That's probably up to him.
Yeah, I guess. Put it this way: he wasn't on the starting lineup this week. He was replaced by a young man named Wizard Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry. You're on Trident Esports, Harry.
Yeah.
Man,
He played really well.
I hope his name's Harry.
He's a good player.
A good player. He was. Yeah, he was so much more aggressive, and it felt like he very much unlocked Impaired in that, like, Beamer, to his credit, it was kept most lanes in order, but he was pretty passive while doing so. But
Yeah.
Impaired and Wizard just came out guns blazing.
Yeah.
And Addition and Jake in the first game that was like disgusting, where they took red buff off Chippies and Juves. It was just, did you see that? That was just
I
was
saw
like
that was been like that long that
it's been too many days.
yeah.
It was like one of the biggest dick plays I've seen. It's like not
Biggest dick players.
big dick plays, man. Just
Big dick
sit
players.
down.
Sit the fuck down.
Just get out of my house. It's just like, it's just really manning up, I guess, over them. It takes red and goes into lane. Going into lane with a red buff. I mean, what are you doing?
Pretty much a free lane, right? Like,
Yeah, it's just freelo.
good luck trying to kill that.
Yeah, and it just meant that Impaired was able to like not worry about bot and just be like, hello, mid and top. I'm just gonna sit there and wreck you.
Just gonna come mess with you.
Yeah, so the caster dropped a couple of bombs that he was Wizard was a sub for Legacy and Chiefs at one point.
Wizard?
No, was someone was. I haven't specified. Impaired. It must have been Impaired.
I think Impaired was.
Yeah, it's under the Impaired bits. Yeah, because it was talking about that. Pastry Time was talking about how he's always been a good player, but he just hasn't had, I guess, like the correct forum to display the skills.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I rate Impaired really highly. Probably, I definitely think he's up in the higher end of the junglers and Earth. So yeah.
He's up there, but just not so much on the best team. I guess that sort of happens
I
sometimes.
mean, I think if you were to take Spooks out of Chiefs and put him paired into Chiefs, like I still think Spooks would do better, but that's purely because of like the team dynamic. You know what I mean? Like I think Impaired is like a great jungler. So
I think that was my favorite. My favorite tweet from Spooks recently was confirmed Karma Jungle's still not good. It was just I lost it.
I hear about that shit all day, man.
How Karma Jungle isn't good anymore, or
Sam Spooks just saying stuff. I love everything he says. It's so funny, dude. He doesn't care. He's got like no filter. It's great. Just like, oh, I'm gonna say this. Let's go.
Dude, Ejim on the desk there on the Wednesday was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean,
he seems like a bit of like an arrogant prat sometimes, but then like going through watching him on the desk, I was like, no, he's very well spoken.
Yeah, and he likes to like bop around. Did you notice that? He was like bopping off the back of his chair.
Yeah,
go back and watch the vlog if you didn't notice it. It's great.
Dude, I did not. I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it. He just kind of like, and he always says like.
Oh, dude, but so many people say that. I know I do that all the time.
I know, but
it's that verbal crutch instead of
Yeah, I get you. Like the filler word, right?
Yeah, but, why you get that extra couple of points.
I just said I was like. But yeah, it's like I don't know. Bryce is
It's like.
Yeah, it's like Bryce is good. He's well spoken, knows about the game. Maybe he comes off as arrogant, but he's never come off as arrogant to me. Probably because I've known him for like that long. So
yeah, I feel like if I knew him personally, there'd be a little more explanation behind that. But no, initially it just sort of seemed like a bit arrogant. I was like,
yeah, I mean, I guess it's like if you don't know the person, kind of thing.
That being said, being on Chiefs, I mean...
what, like the level of arrogance that he can afford to have?
Yeah, it's obviously less this season, but in times gone by...
I guess. I would say that all of the Chief boys are like really humble in the sense that they are like only as good as the skill that they have, you know what I mean? Like they're not walking around like this fictional like kind of deity situation where they're just... gods of the Earth community, you know what I mean? Like they're very level-headed in the sense
kiss my shoes.
Yeah, like they're level-headed, like they know what's up. They know that losing is a possibility. So,
but yeah, so that 2-0 win, just casually dying. That 2-0 win for Trident over Sin puts them in 5th place.
That's odd.
Yeah, it's because. Infernum and Avant-Garde have played one extra game.
Yeah.
So I feel like there could possibly be like scaled points here or something to get a scaled ladder.
Maybe, yeah, but I still think Trident's better. So
yeah, but I think that it's made like the bottom half of the ladder much more competitive now.
Yeah,
like I think
it's actually like games down there. Like
yeah, there are some good games like Infernum, Avant-Garde, Sin. Infernum, Sin, Vanguard, dude. There are some good games in store. I think from the bottom half. Like I think the obviously the top 3 spots are pretty solidified. I think from what we've seen thus far, it's going to be Legacy versus Direwolves and Chiefs, or Chiefs in the grand finals, and then
I just want to say I just think Chiefs are going to win it all again, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
But obviously I'm biased.
So in that regard, it's first place 4th and second place 3rd, right?
Yeah, so first place 4th, second place 3rd.
So basically, you want Chiefs to finish 2nd or 3rd.
Well, if Legacy finishes first, I don't really think the Chiefs boys give a shit who they play.
When they play Legacy.
So long as they're not 4th.
Okay, so
because you don't want to play I guess like Legacy on paper are like the strongest team right now as a point of the results, but like obviously in any situation you don't want to play the strongest team first game off the rank.
No, and particularly if you're going to lose, you might. And there's definitely like the incentive of money because you make more money if
I don't know. I don't really think like people are in it for the money at this point though, because I mean it's really a pittance if you were to work like a part-time job, you would earn more. I earn more than OPL players. I earn more than professional gamers, man.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like it's reflective of how big it is. I mean, OPL's not that big here.
Yeah, but actually, I couldn't say if I earn more than them because I don't know contractual credits and stuff. But
Alright, we'll
you know what I mean. Like, if
yeah,
you were to
yeah.
work like 30 hours a week, I could safely say that you are earning more than an OPL pro.
That's good. I would hope so because I feel
Yeah.
like me standing up and beeping, melons and stuff through the checkouts
Yeah,
is
touch the
harder physical work
touch
than
the melons.
dude. Fun fact: melons on the scanner is under rock melon is under M for melon, not R for rock melon.
Wow. Thank you
Yeah.
for telling me
So,
that.
dude, so when you go on checkouts next
Ah,
week,
dude, I'm prepared.
and tomatoes is under they're under vegetables.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? That
I
doesn't
know.
make sense.
Yeah, and figs, you have to look up figs individually, so have fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's gonna be good.
Trident 2-0, Sin, good times, good week. It was a good week of legacy domination versus the rest of the league, I guess. But did you see this week's comic? The Sky comic?
Yeah, I did. I've actually been catching them. Like, I've been looking at them, so it's pretty good.
I think he eventually got on the bit about there's got to be some end to those branches on the legacy tree.
Yeah, and it's just like a huge tree.
That's good. It's
Good. I like it. I like it.
I think the Chief's chief is one of the most like unexpected characters. I was like when I saw that I was like, oh, it kind of works. It's just some dude in a uniform.
It looks like a chief.
It looks like a chief.
Mm.
All right, we will look forward to next week. So let's what do we got coming up next week? Next week is starting on the 22nd of February.
With Sin Avant, I think.
Sin Avant. So that's one of those the bottom half of the map, bottom half of the table games that I was getting so hyped up about. So where do your allegiances lie in this one? Well, it's quite obvious where your allegiances lie.
Yeah, AV, but level-headedly, sorry. I think Sin are probably gonna win, but can always hope for the AV.
So who's what's the big matchup? Who we cheering on? Where's the fight's gonna be? Is it gonna be
Jungle.
It's always jungle, isn't it? Jews.
It just
Jews
like
versus-
Jews is like not as good as Shelby. So I don't know, man. If Shelby like steps up and just manhandles Jews, like I think Avant could probably win.
It's
Chippy shit the bed last week against Trident.
yeah, he did.
IMO, so
Yeah, he definitely shut the bed. I mean, that's that whole giving away, assisting. He was aiding and abetting in the giving away of red buff. So
yeah, but yeah, it should be close. Probably give it to Sin though, just on the premise that
really, Shelby's not going to man up that much. He's.
I
man
mean,
up,
it's like
take the game off.
Rymeister's such a beast. Like,
Yeah, dude, he's a fiend, isn't he?
Yeah.
If he was on a like a better team, I guess.
yeah, he makes like mistakes though, but like I can't really comment on mistakes because I just like don't play in the OPL. But
Yeah,
he could be like a better team player, I guess. I'm not sure.
he has potential. I think even though Chip, as you said, Chippy shut the bed, there is potential. I think that it's just. It seems like if they wanted to get better, like if they really wanted to get better, they could really work at it and they like tighten up their sort of mid tier spot.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I
solidify
think
that.
Sin has arguably like two of the best solo laners in the entire region. So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to say the least. Their team play kind of sucks, I guess, but
because they're a relatively new roster, aren't they? Like there's
I think they've been around longer than the AV roster. So sorry, yeah, go.
I think I remember seeing like a video explaining the roster for Sin. It was like a couple of them left over from like the previous lineup, and then they've got new guys in there that are really sort of
Like the support is new.
he looks new.
Yeah.
Rogue looks like he's 12 years old.
Yeah, he's quite good though. So no matter what he looks like, he's still a decent player.
Jake Rogue Sharwood, you are a young man, sir.
Let's see. Anyway, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say like 2-1 to AV. Actually, just thinking about it, like
no.
it's so weird because like it could go either way. IMO anyway.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the benefit of a 2-1 series is it's probably just going to go either way up until the last.
Yeah.
Up until someone wins a second game, it's going to go either way.
Yeah, it'll be like, I guarantee what'll happen is AV will like win the first game and then lose the next two, and then I'll be sad, but
So AV are going to cheese him and then
lose.
Sinner just going to be like, hang on.
Yeah, hang on, we'll just play normally and not lose.
Yes. So on the Tuesday, the big day, we have Chiefs versus Hellions. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go Helions 2-0 here. You know, look, I think they're a great team.
I think they're a great team, and I, for one, know that all the Chiefs boys are coming down with like smallpox or
We've
something.
just got everyone's in hospital. The entire sub roster.
The entire sub roster have that thing that was crawling up your arm.
Yeah. Oh god, the red thing that
Yeah,
almost killed me.
For those of you playing at home, the young Eduardo once had an infection that just went up one of your
Apparently it was
blood vessels or
Apparently
something.
it was poison or something, like a poisonous thing.
A poisonous thing went up your vein.
Well, that's what Matt Hughes said. He was like, his mum got one and it did the exact same thing as mine.
Jesus Christ! So you were pretty close to dying. Is that what you're telling me?
I can only assume so. I felt like really weak and I was like drifting in and out of consciousness. So
Yeah, there was a bright light that you kept seeing.
yeah,
It
I
might
didn't
have
go
just
that
been
far.
might have just been those like very bright backdock lights that you see.
Oh
that
yeah,
look
dude,
up.
it's shining into my eyes.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I thought I was dead because I was working at Woolworths.
Yeah.
Nah, I kid. Woolworths is good.
Yeah,
I actually
no.
think that Woolworths is like a decent.
Dude, I reckon we get paid really well for what we do.
Yeah, like comparatively, Woolworths is probably
Like,
one of the best.
yeah, definitely. Like, if you can like draw it up next to something, say like McDonald's or something, that gets a pretty bad
Dude,
rap.
I would. I'd much rather work at Woolies over Macca's. Holy hell!
Yeah, dude, it's good times. Like, I guess like we wouldn't complain even a little bit if we had better hours. In the sense that if we had hours during the day, and we got all our nights to ourselves, then we'd be happy chappies.
You'd laugh and do, but even then the hours aren't too bad. So
yeah,
it's whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, 2-0 Woolworths over Helions.
Dude, Woolworths, best
Chiefs hashtag Woolworths win. Hashtag
Woolworths,
Chiefs win.
fresh food people APL edition.
FF win. FFP win. Fresh food people.
Man, how long is it until there's a team in the APL called Fresh Food People?
Could happen, man. Could be.
Yeah. All right. We'll get Beamer. I'll manage and
that's it. Halfway. It's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 6. Sorry.
We'll get Zero in the support role.
Yeah, you can do that. Lose every game because we just all suck.
Get Nellis in the jungle.
Yeah, that's what we need to get him a job. We need to get Beamer a job as well.
Yeah, but Beamer has quite the resume. Man, I can't remember if they said they haven't said he was kicked. So as you said, he might still be on the lineup.
Maybe like a sub or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like
they definitely had to do something because it wasn't like working out. And granted, this was like the best change. So if Wizard's not back next week, you assume Wizard's probably dead.
No, I'm pretty sure. I played with him tonight, so.
And he was just like,
he's like, I'm here to stay, baby.
Trident Wizard. He's a wizard, Eddie.
Trident Wizard.
Yes. So the second game of the big day of the Tuesday is Legacy Infernum. So 2-0
Legacy. Yeah.
Legatry.
Nothing really to input here. It's gonna be a stomp.
Nah, we'll just pray to Jeebus that Infernum can.
If Infernum take a game, I'll eat a sock.
You'll eat a sock.
I'll eat a legitimate sock. I'll devour a sock.
Ooh, all right.
That's how confident I am in the
if they take a game.
If they take a game.
So I could get the boys on board, the Carbon and his boys on board to be like, all right, it's just throw one game. So
so Eddie eats a sock.
So Eddie eats a sock. We can do this. Just
Jeez.
we all need to come together.
Please don't throw the game. I'll report you.
I'll report you to Riot. I'll tell them.
Report you to Riot for intent throwing.
Intent throwing, match fixing.
For money, yeah, match fixing. So I eat a fucking sock. Yeah, 2-0.
2-0.
Case closed.
Case closed, and moving on to the last game of the week, Trident and Direwolves.
I'm gonna be an idiot, and I'm gonna say Trident 2-1 because I think Trident can do it.
Dude, I want to believe
I
Trident can
think
do it.
Trident's bot lane is better than Direwolf's bot lane. I think their mid lane won't feed against Fantix. I think the jungle is probably even, and I think the top lane is probably the only mismatch up with that was Sharp versus Pac-Man. So like on paper, it's just a matter of teamwork, and I want to say Trident will win.
That's
I hope Trident win.
it's a big call.
I hope Trident win. 2-1 Trident. What are you
Cool.
gonna go? You gonna go 2-0 Dallas?
No, I'm gonna go 2-1 Direwolves. I think I'm confident that Trident are doing better, and they're only gonna get better from here on out. But I'm not that confident that they're able to do it twice in a row against the Direwolves.
No, I reckon they can do it. I reckon they can. Yeah, like because all of my stupid predictions before have been like based on like empathy and stuff. But I think raw game, I think Trident could probably take this series. So that one's a good one. I would actually like probably say that's the game of the week.
Really?
Yeah, Trident was one.
Excellent. Yeah, I suppose it's one of those ones where it's like there's a clear dog and one underdog rather, and there is the possibility after fresh off that 2-0 win last week, it's tangible that they could be trouble for Direwolves and make something interesting happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's actually really close. Like just thinking about it, it's close, dude. It's really close, and I think Dales might begin like the perpetual tilt of like losing to Legacy after like a 50-minute game. But yeah, Trident 2-1.
Yeah, I can see that.
Calling it now. Can't wait till next week so I can prove everyone how right I was.
Just jump around and be like, yeah.
It was me, all me, baby.
All right. The other thing that happened this week is we finally got confirmation that AO Shin is not happening.
Oh yeah, I didn't really read about that. I don't really care, but oh no, the Ocean. Oh god.
Right? Yeah. No, I didn't really. I hadn't heard about it. Like I had seen pictures of it, but I didn't really see it until like this whole shit just blew
I
up.
kind of knew about it, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's not in the game. Like, why do you care? Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Hey man, people just want shit to complain about, alright?
Exactly.
Just
Dude.
let them enjoy not enjoying something.
Exactly.
So AO Shin, the Storm Dragon champion, will be replaced, or like basically what they said is they're going to bring out a Dragon champion later this year.
Yeah, but I mean that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's just like a dragon inspired, like I guess something. Maybe, I don't know, like a relative of Shyvana or something like that. Something to sort of...
Yeah, like some
fill it out.
lore just like pumped in there, kind of
Well,
thing.
speaking of lore that didn't get pumped in, Mordekaiser, his family... Well, not his family, but I remember... I don't know if that's still in the client, but once upon a time in one of the older versions of the client, there was a lot of lore. Like, you go in there and read the story of a champion.
I think you might be still able to do that. I don't know if you can.
I haven't done it in a long time, but that was one of the things I used to do, was go in every couple of nights and read like 2 or 3, of the things. And I remember reading Mordekaiser's one, and he was supposed to be the first, like, lieutenant in an onslaught of an army coming from a dark place in Runeterra.
Yeah,
And then nothing else happened.
I would love to comment, but I don't read lore ever.
It's too close to anime, and we all know how you feel about anime.
Yeah, anime sucks. Nah, anime's not that good. I usually just say that shit to troll people.
Yeah, dude, people
get quite upset when you shit on their anime dreams.
Yeah, dude, people do not like having anime insulted. It's like a religion. It's like...
Protect the anime.
Church of Anime.
Yeah, so it's pretty weird.
The other thing that happened this week in the OPL that I was quite disappointed with was I didn't win a carton of Red Bull.
Oh yeah, bad luck, dude. Neither did I, so I don't even think I tweeted for it. I can't remember.
I was like, man, mine is so creative. How am I going to lose? I had I'd duo queue with Carbon because we'd be able to bring back the old double jungle and make a 1-1-1-2 split finally work.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, actually, I do remember you. I remember that tweet. I remember your tweet. but only yours.
Only my tweet didn't win, but
Yeah.
yeah. But did you see that the young Carrot Colossus is moving up near us and is experiencing Perth NBN? Oh no, Perth internet rather.
Good luck, mate. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no.
Godspeed, stay safe, all that.
He posted a picture of his Ookla speed test, and I think he had 0.43 down and 0.48 up.
God.
Jesus, dude, it's
rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't know how you live like that, because I'm in the
realm of the 100 MB down, so I'm pretty sweet.
Have you got 100? Oh wait, you've got 100 down.
Yeah, dude, I don't have MBN either.
How much
100
do you have
down, 2.5 up.
That's so strange that it's only 2.5 up.
Yeah, I don't really think you can get any higher up apart from MBN.
Yeah, because I'm on MBN.
I pay out the ass though. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm paying a pretty penny.
But you're in a pretty good area, like Williston. I mean, most parts of Williston are like NBN ready, and you're pretty close to the exchange, from what I remember.
Yeah, but Telstra kind of sucks, so they just kind of
don't they?
They just kind of dick me, dude. So
they just suck the big ones out there. It's fucking suck dick so much.
Hey, this isn't a league podcast anymore. This is us
me
ripping on Telstra.
This is us rambling at the end of the show because we don't like Telstra. Part of the reason I moved out was to get away from Telstra's bullshit and just like get into a place where
that doesn't have Telstra.
Yeah, I'm on an island just off the coast of Western Australia, and I just route to NA.
Free of Telstra's grasp.
Yeah, it's just like the Telstra zone is like 20 meters in front of me, but I'm free.
Oh, God, Telstra. I just started lagging. I just saw my ping start spiking. How fitting.
Yeah, dude, I lost a Hearthstone game today because I DC'd, but yeah. I think before we digress any further, we should probably just wrap this one up and
kind of rambling,
trying to fill in the extra. There was a bit of a gap. It was a sort of a slow news week in
yeah, a bit weird, bit slow.
Like we had the big highlights of Legacy 2-0ing Direwolves, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
Beamer no longer on the starting lineup for this week. But other than that, there were no giant crabs assaulting cities. There was no like giant patches, just like people complaining about Jhin.
Yeah, few bugs, but nothing too bad.
He doesn't seem ridiculous.
ZZ Rot portals just disabled. I think that's about it.
What is ZZ Rot portal? I saw that.
It's the thing that you place and it spawns little purple minions.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah,
it's a pretty good item right now too. So
yeah, but sort of
probably save that for another time. I mean, it's not really
not breaking people.
Nah, like people want to build it, but it's not like breaking the game kind of thing.
No. Anyways, all right. I think that'll be all for this week. Where can the audience find you, young Eddy?
They can find me in my house or at Twitter, on Twitter at FatCatOCE. Or Oce.
When you get your Twitch count back eventually, you're gonna go back to the streaming.
Yeah, I might hit up some streams. Maybe. I mean,
maybe when you get
they just haven't replied. So
when you get your shit back, you're gonna stream.
Yeah.
And if you want to find me for some reason, if you want to give us some feedback about the show, just feel free to message me on Twitter at Mushuman, MOOSHUMAN. And you can find all these episodes on iTunes now. We're on iTunes. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
shit, I should put something about.
Up.
I'll put something about that at the start because that's definitely something that happened this week. iTunes, it was the biggest like ball grind ever. It was so just painful because I tried to do it through Google Drive and yeah.
But you did it, mate. You did it.
No, I just did it, and now we're up on YouTube, iTunes, and you can find us also on our site, which is bit.ly/league-down-under. But for the young Eddy Fat Cat sellers, I am Matt Mushu Hill. This has been League Down Under episode 5, and we will catch you next week. Hopefully earlier during the week, as we should have some sort of a schedule more solidified next week. But yeah.
Yeah, it should definitely be earlier next week.
Definitely. All right, take it easy, guys.
See ya.